Hey there, grade 12s. This is a big year for you guys. A lot of you may be applying to college next year, so please pay close attention to this presentation as we will explain the entire process of applying to our Ontario colleges for 2022. In this presentation, you'll be introduced to some key terms that you should be familiar with. You'll learn about how to prepare for applying to college. You'll learn how the process of the application works. You'll learn about some key dates that you need to be familiar with. Funding for college will also be a challenge, so you'll get some information in this presentation about how to pay for college. And then what do you do once you've applied? Here are some key college terms that you should be familiar with. First one being a certificate. This is a one-year program which allows students to explore a general area of study, especially if they're not sure exactly what they specifically want to learn about. Some students may already know what they want to focus on, so they will be applying to a diploma program, which comes in the form of either a regular diploma or an advanced diploma that lasts anywhere from 2 to 3 years. A bachelor's degree is also offered at our Ontario colleges. This is a 4-year program requiring 6 university prerequisites from your grade 12 year. So talk to your guidance counselor about more information on bachelor degree programs at the Ontario colleges. Collaborative programs is a study at both the college and university levels. Students may earn a diploma and a degree. However, for this type of program, university requirements are necessary, which means 6 university level courses in your grade 12 year. Transfer and articulation agreements also work between the colleges and the universities. Once you graduate from college, or you are in your 2nd or 3rd year, you can transfer your credits to an Ontario university. If you're thinking about getting into the apprenticeable trades, the process for you is a little different. You do not apply to the Ontario colleges right away. What you do first is find an employer who will sign you up with the Ministry of Colleges and Trades. They together will decide when you do your in-class hours at your nearest college. If you want more information about the apprenticeable trades, visit ontariocolleges.ca. Graduate Certificate. This is a 1 to 2 year program designed for people who are already in the workforce, who have completed a college diploma or a university degree. High school students cannot apply to graduate certificate programs. Highly competitive programs are programs that have only so many seats and there are more applicants than there are seats available. Nursing, for example, is a highly competitive program. This means that you should be very mindful of your marks. They should be as high as possible so that you can remain competitive in the application process. Visit ontariocolleges.ca for more information on highly competitive programs. How to start to prepare your college application journey. Right now, the most important thing that you should be doing in your spare time is researching programs at ontariocolleges.ca. Please use your spare time wisely, whether it's at school, in the evenings, or on the weekends, to start your research now. As application deadline will approach at the end of January, applications will be due on February the 1st. As you begin to research programs, you will notice that you may have many options. Therefore, you must have a plan B just in case if your first, second, or third option does not work out. Talk to your parents about having a plan B, your guidance counselor, even your teachers, or anyone that is helping you with your future plans after high school. Another great tool to continue to use during your research process is My Blueprint. My Blueprint is a fantastic Canadian-based website that helps you find information on Ontario colleges, Ontario universities, and even all across Canada. Please continue to use My Blueprint to help you focus on planning your pathway and your transition from high school to your next stage. Something else that you should be doing at this time is signing up for our college virtual visits that guidance has arranged in our lecture hall. Please use the guidance Google survey that has been emailed to you. Fill that out no later than 1 day before the visit happens so that you can save yourself a seat. Maximum of 30 seats in the lecture hall at any given time. Or you can visit the colleges, whether it's physically by calling them or virtually by going to their website. Also start putting together a financial plan for yourself. In the future, our guidance team will send you information on a scholarship session that will be happening, delivered by one of our guidance counselors. The Ontario College Virtual Fair is something that happens every year. Except for this year, due to the pandemic, the Ontario College Virtual Fair will operate a little differently. The link below will give you information about individual visits at the specific colleges that you would like to tour. Please use this link to find more information on when colleges will be offering their virtual tours. When you are prepared to apply, make sure that you have a few things ready and available. Number one, all of your research should be done by the time you start the application process. So know the 5 programs and 5 institutions that you'll be applying to. For Ontario colleges, you can only apply to a maximum of 5 programs, 3 maximum at one institution, and 2 programs somewhere else, for a total cost of $90. You should have your OEN number handy. If you don't know your OEN number, it will be posted on any of your report cards, on your timetable, or contact your guidance counselor. Ensure you have a valid email address. Use a personal email address, not your school email address. If you do not receive emails from my account at ontariocolleges.ca, check your spam or junk folder and add to your safe senders list. Know your complete home mailing address, and be sure to register with your legal name. The great thing about applying to Ontario colleges is that on the same website, ontariocolleges.ca, you do all of your research, find your programs, and you start the application process right there. Be mindful that applications are due by February 1st, 2022. And we always tell our students to try and get your applications done throughout the Christmas holidays. Begin by creating an account by clicking Sign Up Today and complete all required fields. If you created an account previously, you just have to sign in to continue the process. Your email address is required along with a password. Make sure to record your password somewhere safely. Your OEN number, as mentioned before, is also required. Agree to the terms and conditions. Click to activate your account. Once your account is set up, you are ready then to complete all sections of My Profile. Click Save to continue to next step. A check mark will appear after each section is completed. You will be prompted to complete all sections in the application. The applicant dashboard in your account is a great overview of your entire application. You can find all of your information that you have entered here, and this information can be edited. So make sure that you have put in all of the correct information from the beginning so that editing afterwards is not necessary. As mentioned already, you are allowed to select up to 5 programs with no more than 3 program choices at any one college. List your choices in order of preference. There is a $95 application fee, which is non-refundable. Once your application is done, on the very last page, you need to make your payment. OCAS will not process your application without paying the $95 fee. So make sure that you talk to a parent, have a credit card ready, or a debit card. You cannot pay extra nor submit a separate application. Be sure to record your application number once the application is complete. It is assigned to you electronically by OCAS. Can you change your mind at any point? Sure you can. You can amend or change your application anytime. But just be mindful that changes made after February 1st, which is the deadline, or the equal consideration date, your application may not be equally considered as anyone else's if you make any changes after February 1st. Be very careful with highly competitive programs. As a grade 12 student, you are still responsible for a few things. Number one, for reviewing your grades in the Ontario Colleges application system, which is your account. Just look in My Profile in the Education section. You'll be able to see all of your marks and courses that you've completed at high school. Make sure there are no discrepancies in your courses and marks. If there are, please contact your guidance counselor immediately. If you're taking an e-learning course or night school course, you are responsible for forwarding your marks to guidance so that your guidance counselor can insert that mark into our system, which is transferred over to the Ontario Colleges application system. To see your offers, check your Ontario Colleges account regularly under View Offers. To confirm an offer, select the offer you wish to accept and click Confirm. Sometimes a college and the program you're applying to will request for supplemental information. This is extra information that the college will help base their decision on whether they accept you into the program or not. For example, you may have to do an interview, you may have to hand in a portfolio, write an essay, or do a performance piece, or you may have to attend an information session. If you're called upon to hand in supplemental information, please do so as it is mandatory. Do not ignore these requests as it could jeopardize your chances of acceptance. Here are some very important dates for you to be aware of. In October, the college application process opens up at ontariocolleges.ca. February 1st of next year is the deadline, also known as the equal consideration date for applications. May 1st is the date that applicants must confirm acceptance of an offer. And in mid-June, colleges will be expecting their first tuition deposit so that you can reserve yourself a seat in that program. How are you going to pay for college? That is a wonderful question. We suggest that you start by talking to your family now to get a plan in place. Sign up for the scholarship session in guidance that we will be offering in the new year sometime in the spring. Start saving your money. If you have a part-time job, fantastic. If anyone in your family is saving money for you to go to college, that is also great. There are many ways of funding your education. Don't be worried if you feel like you can't afford to go to college. There are many ways and many avenues to go down in order to find some kind of financing to pay for your college tuition. One great resource for paying for college is OSAP. This is the Ontario Students Assistance Program. These are government loans and grants which assist students in Ontario. You apply to OSAP after you have accepted an offer of admission to a program. Applications are available online at osap.gov.on.ca. There will be an information session at Monsignor Doyle for more information on what OSAP is and how to apply for it. Talk to your guidance counselor for more information. Other forms of money or resources that can help you pay for your college tuition are loans, which must be paid back along with interest. Scholarships, this is cash or the equivalent put towards educational expenses. Often an application is needed. Your guidance counselor will explain to you how to search for scholarships this year. Bursaries or grants, this is cash or the equivalent put towards students' educational expenses based on financial need. Part-time job, we've already mentioned in this presentation. If you have a part-time job, that is wonderful. Continue to save your money. Ask your college when you get there. They may also offer loans, grants, and scholarships on site, or you can find information right on their website. To wrap things up, just a final few points for you to focus on as the college application process begins. Number one, ensure that you have diploma requirements to graduate. This is something that you'll discuss with your guidance counselor in the next month. Continue to research programs. You never know, you may change your mind. You may find some programs at this time, but within a few months, you may change your mind to apply to something different. Continue to talk to your family members about your options. Keep the conversation going throughout the entire year. Sign up for college virtual visits. This has been distributed to everyone by email by the guidance department for you to sign up for our visits. Also, you can sign up for your own visits on the college websites. Apply during the Christmas break. For us guidance counselors, this is smart advice for you guys because Christmas break is a time where you're more relaxed, you're not thinking about school, and you have 2 weeks to finish the application process off. That way you don't come back in January all stressed out about exams, plus having to apply to college in time. Focus on your grades now in this quadmester, the next quadmester, and right up until the end. Colleges look at all of your marks from grades 9 to grade 12.